Folks, your OS reviews. You're watching our video first look at the 1x1 4-wire color video door phone. This is a $250 set that allows you to add extra security for your home. Essentially, you have a camera that you mount on the outside of your house, and this can be on the outside of your door. It's waterproof, it's also splash-proof and dust-proof, so it's not going to break down if water gets onto it. And basically, you can determine, without opening the door, who's at the front door and whether or not you should open it. There's also different ringtones. There's also a microphone on the outside, so you can talk to the person standing on the outside of your door, and then to determine if you, again, want them to come in. So the 7-inch display on here is a TFT LCD panel, and this can be mounted on the inside of your house. And overall, it's a pretty intuitive set. It also includes 4 wires for the entire mounting process. There's also a few different ringtones that you can select. It kind of replaces your door chime as well. It also has night vision, so you will be able to see the person at your door at night with the camera that's on the unit. There's also an unlock feature for you to open up the door, so it becomes a digital lock as well. There's waterproof again for the outside camera, adjusting the volume, brightness, and these are all various functions of this product. So pretty high spec. You can find this directly on Amazon.com or through 1x1's website, and the setup is supposedly pretty simple, but we'll have to determine that later on as we actually get testing with this unit. So over here, we just have a simple strap. I was able to order this through Amazon.com, and it arrived within 3 days, so very fast shipping as well from 1x1, which is a good start. We have just the box. Underneath the first panel, we have access to the speaker and the microphone, which you can be mounted on the outside. It's crafted out of metal, so very strong quality here. And you basically tap on it to talk to whoever is on the inside. So this is for the person visiting your house or whatnot. There's also the door chime that it replaces. So very sturdy. There's the mounting brackets on the back and also the cord that you have to run through your house. This is probably going to be the most complex part of the setup. Everything else seems relatively straightforward. There's also, in here, access to what I believe to be the power adapter for the 7-inch LCD panel and also for the other panels once they are hooked up. It's a proprietary cable, so you shouldn't lose this adapter. That just hooks up into your 7-inch screen, and that basically allows you to see who's on the other side. Over here we have the wires, basically the wires that run through the attendance unit itself. One's on the back over here. It hooks up into the screen and also to the cameras. We're going to have to play around with this to see how it exactly functions. There is a warranty information, instruction manual printed in black and white. It seems a little bit scarce on information. We'll have to see if we can figure things out. And finally, there are some screws for the mounting process of the microphone and speaker set. We have just the LCD display on the very bottom, and that is it in the packaging. Setting everything off to the side, and taking a look at the screen, it's relatively well protected by foam, and this is again going to be mounted on the inside of your house. Again, this part is going to be where all the connections are set up for the wires. It can also be mounted, so the screws are going to be used for mounting this, as well as mounting this on the outside. And what I can see is that the front of the display seems to be pretty nice in terms of quality. I'm going to peel this off. It's a matte finish, so it's not going to reflect any sunlight, which is a good thing. There's also the speaker on the bottom, so you can hear whoever's talking to you. A few controls on the front there are controlled using touch. They're capacitive keys, one for the talking, one for unlocking the door, one for the mode for actually seeing who's there. There's also a power on-off switch on the very top and an additional microphone. So the actual product itself is crafted out of plastic, and it looks pretty high-end. It looks relatively flashy and classy, so it still should be relatively impressive if you put this into your house. And you don't necessarily have to mount it. You can also place it on a surface, I believe. On the side there, you have access to controls for the contrast, also for the brightness, and also the volume. 2 tones for the different chimes for the ringtones that you can set up by yourself, and that is basically it. So those are all the contents that are located inside the box. The camera part, this is actually a camera module on the front there. On the sides there are the IR lights, which actually will light up in darker environments automatically. So the setup is pretty sturdy. There's also one additional part that I forgot to mention. This is the kind of the port that comes with it. You can install it on the front of the unit to prevent any water or anything from draining down on it. So it's an additional frame that you can attach over the product itself for added protection when you are mounting the entire process. Playing around with this and start finishing up the setup, we're going to get back with a full review soon. But for now, this has been a video first look here at OS Reviews. This has been the 1x1 video surveillance door kit that you can use to set up with a camera and also in IR mode. Thanks for watching this video first look here at OS Reviews.